Paul, this is a take on the end of the speech. I learned 3 lessons from the story. The first being, who do you want to be? And yes, that moment was important because I self-reflected and I realized that I had to examine my own life. And I wasn't where I needed to be. Alcohol had definitely diminished my life in many ways. Being a functional alcoholic, yet still being somewhat successful, it was hidden in many ways from people. But I had that insight finally to realize that I was not able to achieve the goals in life that I had set for myself. So that became an important part of it. But it was only the beginning. You have to continuously review that. You have to continuously ask yourself, who do I want to be? It must become a battle cry every day of your life. I learned that from this process. The second point is, do you have an action plan? If you think about, having an inspiration about what direction your life will take, or having dreams that are yet unfulfilled. How many of you have unfulfilled dreams that you put on the back burner? What stops you? Life gets in the way. But the action plan can be a way that you can begin to take steps forward to achieve that. The only thing standing in your way is yourself. So my action plan that day was to get up and take that walk in the cold and the snow, even though every aspect of my being was saying no. Every step forward. Asking for help. Realizing that moment when I said, I'm an alcoholic, I can't stop. That was humility. It was also revealing vulnerabilities. But again, back to the same theme. The action plans have to continue every day with everything you do, with every new challenge in life. Who do you want to be? How are you going to get there? You take steps. You plan. You process. You act. And the third part of that is accepting who you are. Think about life as a series of chapters. Nobody ever remains the same way. You always evolve. And part of this process of self-reflecting and acting and evolving and changing, it really requires that you accept the changes that take place inside. And what I learned from my experience, the decision to stop drinking that day and taking steps to stop drinking. The one important thing that has kept me sober all these years is accepting the person that I became. The person that emerged from that was very, very different. Viewed life differently, processed differently. But I was able to harness all 3 of those lessons into every thing that I've done. So think about, what do you want to achieve? What's stopping you? And when I talked about a former girlfriend, Barb, she gave me advice that I shouldn't stop drinking. So this metaphor reinforces the fact that there's going to be detractors. There's going to be people that are not going to necessarily support your decisions to move forward. You have to be willing to disagree. And becoming the person that you are and accepting who you are means that you might have to let go of some toxic elements in your life.